What's up, guys? Barry Gaming here, back with some more AFK Journey, and today we're gonna have a little bit of fun. This right here is what I love doing in games, and it is not serious mode at all, but we might find something that works. I'm gonna be trying to create the most annoying PvP team possible. We're talking about mounted combat with Reese, with Tamisha. We're talking about Igor, the unkillable. Maybe throw in a Thorin, maybe put in Nero, maybe Damien. We gotta see what type of annoying combo we can come up with, and see if it can even survive the meta teams right now, because let's be honest, the meta rules right now with the Aaron type combos. Let's see if we can do something besides that. Hopefully you guys enjoy this one. If you guys want to see us do some weird quirky teams, let me know in the comments down below. Let's get into it. So we are on our main account here. We have a lot of Supreme Plus heroes. Actually, how many do we have now? We got 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. Wow, 21. We're actually really close to getting to 25, which unlocks Paragon. However, with the recent build of Reese, I've kind of enjoyed using this hero, even though his ultimate is a little bit unreliable. The fact that he can stay away from enemies is pretty cool. Beyond that, I want to build a team finally around an Igor, which technically we need one more Igor. Can't buy one from the store right now. I was gonna say we could just go ahead and get that right now, but if somehow we've managed to not hit his 3-piece either, which is just insane how some of these heroes are completely whiffing on it, and maybe even using a hero like Nero. Nero, on the other hand, has an insane 3-piece set of magic charms already. So let's see what type of quirky, interesting teams we can come up with in Arena. We only have a couple challenges here today, which means we're going to try to go up against some meta-looking type teams. Honestly, we could go up against some of our guild mates, but let's try to pick people that are closer to our power range in like the 700-ish range. This is a very traditional team that we're going to be going up against, and I think a couple heroes that we just have to slot in are going to be very interesting ones, like Tamisha, like Reese. I definitely want to put Igor in this as well, and I think what I'm going to do, I think Thorin is a good pick. The only question I have for my last pick here is, do I want to go with someone with Damien who lasts a very long time, or do I want to go with a hero like Nero? Because Nero has his Mythic Plus, basically going to make a free life for somebody. I was thinking maybe making the team something like this to see how this turns out. First off, let's just talk about the weird elephant in the room. We're actually on arena number 1. Nobody picks arena number 1 to defend unless the person might not know that you only pick one, because I know a lot of people try to set up multiple teams. Confining spell, probably the best bet here. We could get absolutely destroyed here. Let's see what actually happens. We have a pretty strong team overall. We're going to get grouped up. Hopefully the initial burst isn't a lot, and now we have some units moving all over the battlefield, so it does kind of counteract some of their AoE damage. But as you can see here, having fun in PvP is not a combination that likely works right now. The only hope I could see is setting this up as a defensive team and trying to last as long as possible. Honestly, I think I might take the Tamisha out. That was probably worst case scenario I have ever seen. We're going to be tanking, raiding here just to try out some fun shenanigans real quick here today. Oh my goodness. So I really want Reese to work. I really do. But these teams, man, PvP is not a place that you can just jump in and have fun. That's for sure. Let's try, nope, not Viperian, Igor. I'm going to put Igor behind you. I'm going to put Nero back here as well. And I was thinking maybe just chucking Damien in the squad too. Something like this. That way we get continued healing on top of it. But again, I really can't imagine this working out well. A lot of people are asking me to make something like this ever since I did the Nero Igor combo, but you can see the type of burst damage in the game right now is just so intense, and this type of team is more like, it feels almost like a jokey Outlast type team, but with even just one healer on the other side, this seems like near impossible. And even though we have Thorin up, we have Igor up, we have Damien who's unkillable, yeah, this is not a type of combination that is going to work nowadays, sadly. I've seen a lot of people try to make Igor and Nero work, which is a really cool strategy. But in the long run here, it just the burst damage in PvP right now seems to be completely out of control, and you can't even just like jump in, make a jokey team and try to win. I wonder what the lowest power person there is. One of my guildmates. Okay. This is probably still not going to go well. Reese seems like a definite no-no in this right here. Who else could we actually try to throw in that's not meta? And the answer is none, really, because it's like you can't even use Belial nowadays because everybody is grouped up. There's no separation on defensive lineups or anything. I mean, we could maybe try throwing Scarlita in here to try to keep the Igor going. But even at that, like, I just feel like it's lacking damage because Igor by himself does not do a crazy high amount of damage. And beyond that, he's only Supreme. He's not Supreme Plus. Reese turns out not great in PvP. Tamisha, not great against the meta teams in PvP. She can actually be pretty solid in some other teams, but sadly, that's not going to happen right here. Maybe we need to try this when Supreme Arena comes out next time. Because really, if you just take a look at the list of heroes, there's so many I want to use, but there's so few that actually seem viable at this point. And the fact that we don't get our season artifacts too feels kind of bad. What is the other hero we could throw in? Well, if we don't do something like this, we could go with something extremely offensive, which I'm actually trying to build, and we'll probably highlight it soon. I don't quite have Seth up to the level I need him to be at to be really meta here, but I'm wondering what it would look like if I throw in some crazy, like, suicide offensive team. I'm talking no healers, just crazy offense. Do you think we can get this to actually work? I mean, Scarlita be good? No, probably not. Honestly, throwing Rainier in this type of team and doing a swap like on like anybody really could be good. Although we can't really get anybody else but there. But the swap will give healing. Let's just see what this type of crazy team will look like. This is just purely offensive, seeing if we can nuke them down before they can do anything. But chances are with Aaron, that's not going to work out well. So fun in PvP. That does not seem to be a combination that actually works out that great right now. Although burst damage does, and that's the main reason why I'm building Seth too, because I want to build a Seth, Shakir, Alsa style team to see how it turns out. This is kind of working, and we just went Bliss. Aw, we just beat our guildmate too. Of course, it had to be the one against our guildmate. That just makes me feel so bad. But yeah, Alsa is kind of the key, I think, for a lot of PvP battles. A lot of people say she suicides, but even right there, yeah, she was linked up with Rainier, but like, if you position heroes right, especially Alsa, she can definitely get around it. So we'll try to do more of these battles in the week to come. Supreme Arena is going to be a really awesome place to go, and we can do that in about 10 hours. So probably tomorrow I'm going to try to use a ton of unconventional teams and see what we can make work in Supreme Arena. So if there's any type of hero combinations you guys want to see, leave a comment down below. I'll try to make a team work, whether it's all magic focused and we're using like someone like Cassidy that's a little different. I'm working on more A-level heroes. I'm trying to get my Arden finally built up. I'm trying to max out my Citrana for an awesome magic damage dealing team, and I'm trying to get my Seth maxed out very soon in order to focus on that really offensive Mauler squad. So let me know what you guys want to see. Hopefully you guys enjoy this one. A little frustrating that you can't have too much fun in the current PvP meta if you're pushing ranking and stuff, but it is what it is. Hopefully you guys enjoy this one. Hit that subscribe button. I'll see you guys next time.